Hello everyone, welcome to Off Meta Thursdays here in Arena Underground. This week we play Kroxa Discard in Best of 1 Standard. As always, if you enjoy our content, please make sure to click that like and subscribe button below is a way to support the channel for free. A quick reminder, we have a goal this month, or actually between the month of March and April. We are trying to reach 200 subscribers by the end of April. So it would be really awesome if you guys can go and click that subscribe button below. Again, it's free and it's just another way to support content creators like me. Anyway, let's talk about this deck. So, like the name of the deck says, this is Kroxa Discard. So this is pretty much the main card in the deck, although we have a couple of things going on. So we have 4 copies of Kroxa. For the discard options of the deck, we have 4 copies of Yarok Fenlurker and 3 copies of Burglar Rat. So this is our discard package here. Alright, but what else are we trying to do, or how do we win the game? Yes, we make our opponent discard, but how do we win the game? So obviously we can attack with these 1/1 creatures, eventually attack with Kroxa once we can escape it. But in the meantime, we have some removal spells for protection, like Cry of their Carnarium, especially against mono red, and then some other aggro decks that are going around. We have 2 copies of Drag to the Underworld, which is pretty amazing for a deck that's playing mostly mono or mostly black spells. We have 2 copies of Murderer's Rider, which again is pretty good against creatures and planeswalkers. And we also have 3 copies of Playcrafter. Now you could say, well, Playcrafter, you know, it's just a creature comes down, so you have to sacrifice one of your own. But the thing is, we do have 3 copies of Nightmare Shepherd, which, as you know, is an awesome card in mono black devotion strategies, especially because you get to get these enter the battlefield effects twice. Well, the sacrifice effects in this case. Also, if our opponent kills a burglar rat or kills a Yarok, we get the effect. We can also use the effect of Nightmare Shepherd on Kroxa itself. And then we also have 4 copies of Wall Strider to scry. It's very important that we find the cards we need to finish up the game. Cards like the 4 copies of Great Merchant of Abshadel. So the idea is we want to early game discard as much of our opponent hand with Kroxa, Yarok, and Burglar Rat, and then work up the battlefield to a mono black devotion style deck in order to play a Great Merchant and just win the game that way. We can also attack with our Nightmare Shepherd, our Playcrafter if possible, or Wall Strider. And then to help with the Kroxa escape options, we have 3 copies of Timur Calls the Dead, which is a great saga, allowing you to get cards in the graveyard for escaping Kroxa later on, also getting 2/2 zombies. And then with the part 3 of this saga, you also gain some life and scry. So yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. We also have 1 copy of Bolas Citadel, which a lot of times if you're playing against control or some sort of mid-range type deck, you get to stay with your life points and then play Bolas Citadel and just go off from there. Important too, we have 3 copies of Castle Lockwing. These just drawing extra cards and scrying. It's really important in a deck like this because you can make your opponent discard as much as possible, but if you don't draw your finishers like Nightmare Shepherd and Great Merchant, you're not going to win the game. Oh, sometimes you can escape Kroxa and just hope that your opponent doesn't have anything else to get rid of it, but you know, that's a lot to ask for usually. And that's it for the deck, guys. We hope you enjoy. We had a lot of fun playing this. It's really cool to just make your opponent discard all of their cards and just win the game at that point. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Alright, we are playing Kroxa Discard in Best of 1 Standard, and this is not a hand I could keep because we just don't have much action here. We're gonna mulligan this. This is much better. Much better. Alright, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna send a Kroxa to the bottom of the library. We're gonna scry to try and find an untapped land. We have 3 discard spells that could be game winning, potentially, depending on what our opponent's playing. Let's hope it's not mono red. Alright, it's mono white. Alright, but we find an untapped source. That's cool. Next turn we can Kroxa up Fable Passage, and then turn 4 we can Yarok plus something else. See what our opponent discards here. This could be like Bant Ramp. Well. Alright, opponent discarded a Mire Trident, so this is maybe Orsov something. Huh. Okay, we see the swamp, Orsov, and Passionate Orator. Okay. This is like Orsov good stuff, I guess. Alright, we'll go Kroxa. Make them discard a bit more. Okay. Another Mire Trident goes to the graveyard. We'll pass the turn. No need to attack into this 2/2 with our Burglar Rat. Alright, we see a Johnny Primate. Okay, grows with the Impassionate Orator. Cool. So this is like maybe Orsov live game, something like that. Alright, sure, they have a 4/4 Johnny, nice. Don't attack, huh? Why would they not attack? I don't know. We'll get a swamp here. Alright, okay. This could be nice. So we get to make them discard 2 cards, I guess. Seems sort of fair. Can then block with a couple of these Yaroks and get a Kroxa back. Yeah, we have 2 lands here, so we just need 3 other cards. Unfortunately, we can't play another Yarok. Yeah, alright. Cool, we're not gonna attack. We'll keep on defense here. This way, we preserve our life total while we try to find something to kill a Johnny. Murderer's Rider would be nice. We also send something to the bottom, but we just shuffled it, so we can't really see it from the bottom of our library. Alright, opponent goes on the attack here. I'm guessing just with a Johnny. Oh, I go with both. Okay. Just block with the rat here. No need to do any other shenanigans. Okay. Thirst, that's fine, so they kill it, but we still get to block. I guess our opponent's not too familiar with how that works. Thinking now, do they have another pump spell? Okay, yep, we have a pump spell. This is cool. Take 4, you know, could be worse. I think I want to make them discard that card, because Wolf Strider doesn't do much other than kill Impassioned Orator there. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and we might even take 6 from a Johnny just to kill the Orator here. Alright, we got some good stuff out of their hand. We're going to pass. We might be able to come back from this. If we kill this Orator, we then get to play Crafter to kill a Johnny. And then we could stabilize from there. See what they have in hand. Have nothing in hand. Okay, we'll go Scry. Keep the Shepherd. Play the Play Crafter. Make them sacrifice. Alright, a Johnny's gone. Let's see what's next. Okay, we see a swamp, or yeah, we see a swamp. Okay. Do they have something to play? That's interesting. All right, they don't do anything. Oh. Yeah, I guess we go Kroxa, make them discard that card, right? We don't know what it is, but sounds good to me. Yeah, we'll submit these. Opponent looks to be reading Kroxa here. Alright, Kroxa comes into play. They discard. Yep, it's a Erebos intervention. Alright. Cool. We'll just... Now they're done, right? We're gonna keep making them discard, so... Gonna go with Wolf Strider here to do a little bit of scrying. Pass the turn. Play the land, sure. Castle Luckwayne. Yeah, Castle Luckwayne seems fine. Alright. Attack with both of these. Opponent's gonna take a bunch. Down to 5. We're not gonna play the Shepherd, just for the weird case that our opponent finds a Wrath. Alright, this should be game. Yep, alright. Good game, Orzhov something. Okay, this is Off Meta Thursdays, and we are playing Kroxa Discard in Best of 1 Standard. And we are on the draw with a really slow hand, so I think we're gonna mulligan this. This is a little better. I'm gonna send one of these Fable Passages to the bottom there. At least we can make our opponent discard 2 cards. Unfortunately, we are playing against mono red, so that may or may not be good at all. Alright, I think we do Fable Passage, get a Swamp. This way we can start playing our Yaroks and whatnot next turn. Our opponent's playing Rakdos. Okay, cool. Tap land into Gingerbrute. So this is like Rakdos Cavalcade, to my guess. Gonna take 2 here. Sacrifice our Fable Passage to grab a Swamp. Okay. Play Castle Luckwayne. Play Burglar Rat first. It's because we don't mind blocking with Burglar Rat. See what our opponent gets rid of here. They get rid of a land. Okay. Do they have another land? Cool. So that means they have 3 other cards in hand. What could they be? Hopefully not a Cavalcade. We have a Shock. They're looking at our rats. It makes sense. Alright, they're gonna Bone Crush the rat. That's sort of fine in a sense. Play Vampire, so that means they have only 1 card left in hand. Cool, 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 cool. So we're gonna play the Blood Crypt. Tapped. Play Yarok. Opponent discards that. That's good. We need to find an answer to this Bone Crusher Giant at some point. Yep, play the Giant. Most likely attack with the Vampire, but I don't know. See what they do. I guess Wolf Strider is going to protect us from Bone Crusher. Okay, yep. Get rid of Dodger first. Yep, take 2. Alright, I guess. Play Yarok. They don't have anything to discard, but not bad, right? We can then block the Vampire and drag to the Underworld, just costs 2. Seems fine. We're gonna pass the turn. See what they do here. Let's see what they find. They find another Bone Crusher. It's definitely annoying. And we didn't pass the drag to the Underworld, so we're gonna take a bunch of damage here. That's a little bit worst, as we could have avoided that. No, I think we're just gonna Wolf Strider. We have to block this Bone Crusher Giant. Bad. Then we can play Timid and block these 2 1/1s. And drag to the Underworld could kill that card they have in hand, so we could still stabilize here. We are going to do our best. Also, the token is relevant, blocking at least 1 damage here. Depending if our opponent found another removal spell, which seems like they keep top decking them. It's a Scourge Spitter, at least that's not a removal spell. Not great, we would prefer they draw lands, but... Alright, they're gonna give Gingerbrute unblockable. Alright. So, let's see, what do we want to do here? I guess we can... block Bone Crusher, block the vampire with the 0/1 to at least not take that damage. And then sacrifice the 0/1 to scry, maybe for a cry. Huh. I cry. Yeah, we'll keep the cry. Cry seems nice because they still can't play this Bone Crusher Giant, so we could kill it later on. Really good, actually. Yeah, nice. Go for it. Get rid of those. Stabilize at 6. That would be nice. Don't think, yeah, not much you can do at that point, opponents, so just, yep, do that. We would like to start drawing our lands as well. That would be great, yeah. So, this is gonna go cost 3. Yeah, we still don't have enough, so we're just gonna play that. Yeah, we're just gonna pass the turn. Again, this is an instant, so we should be able to kill that Bone Crusher if we do it right this time. See what our opponent found. Spitfire. Alright, that comes into play. We have to kill the Bone Crusher. Fortunately, we take 2. Alright, so guess we Timorate Kroxa. Put some cards in the graveyard, get a zombie. We can't block the Spitfire, but it's that. Opponent discards a Lava Coil, that's good. Alright, let's see if they found a way to get rid of us here. Any burn spell would do. Vampire, that's okay. So we could still pull through. Ooh, Gray Merchants, great. Alright. What do we get rid of here? Another, like a Yarok, right? Get another 2/2. Play Kroxa. Actually, let's get rid of anything that's not a creature first, right? We're still not gaining any life here, but we are going to gain some life next turn. No attacks. See what our opponent found here. Going straight to combat, so did they find a burn spell? Not yet. Okay, cool. Land. I don't think we need more lands at the moment. So we have to gain some life. Go for the attack here with our 6/6, make our opponent discard that land, take 3. They block with Vampire, sure. We are up to 7, we're not necessarily dead yet. We would like to find a Nightmare Shepherd, of course, just to protect ourselves and maybe gain some life with Great Merchant. Alright, Will Strider. We can do Will Strider. Get a 0/1. Play Kroxa from our hand. Make our opponent discard. They go down to 11. We are going to attack with everything here. Alright, they go down to 5, so they need to kill us now. Burn spell. If that's a burn spell, we're done. And yeah, we got it. Good game of Rakdos Cavalcade, I guess. Alright, this is Of Meta Thursdays, and we are playing Kroxa Discard in Best of 1 Standard. I do not like this hand being on the draw. Too heavy. Do have a Kroxa, that's all we have, so we're gonna mulligan this. This is a little better. Yep, this is much better. We'll send the... I guess we'll send the Drag Under to the bottom of the library. But we are in trouble if we're playing against mono red, and it's not. This is a Saurius control, which could also be a problem, but let's see. We'll play a tapped Blood Crypt. Pass the turn. Alright, that's a tapped Water Grave, so this is sort of Esper, I guess. Start with our Burglar Rat here. Alright, our opponent discards a Whirlwind Denial. Okay, cool. Cool opponent. We'll scry here with our Temple of Malice. We'll keep a Burglar Rat. Attack for 1. Always remember to attack, guys, if you don't need to keep your creature in defense mode. Play Yarok. Alright, our opponent gets to discard yet again. That's a land. Fine. Cool. Alright, that's a tapped Hallow Fountain. Alright, we're in for something, guys, here. I mean, we have a Burglar Rat here again. Forgot to attack there before we play the Burglar Rat, right? But I guess it doesn't matter, so we just go in for 2 here, right? What is our opponent? Alright, Murderous Rider, that's sort of fine. And we get to play Yarok, so our opponent pretty much just has a Murderous Rider in hand, right? And a lot of counters, alright, so we saw Dovin's vetoes and whatnot, so Kroxa is going to make them discard whatever they have in hand, so alright, so they went for that. Land to the bottom. Okay. So this is fine. Got to attack for 3 here. Don't really feel like playing our Nightmare Shepherd yet, but we're gonna do it. We don't know what our opponent has in hand. Obviously, it could be a Kaya's Wrath, but yep, that is a Kaya's Wrath. Alright, that's a good one, opponent. We get a bunch of triggers. We get all our 1/1s back. That's cool. Yeah, we'll get back our rats. Why not? Alright, we get to draw something here. It's another Fable Passage. Not precisely what we wanted to draw, but that's fine. That means we are closer to playing Kroxa again. Alright, pass the turn. We'll most likely see that Murderous Rider being played now. Yep. Sacrifice this Fable Passage and get a Swamp. Drew a Kroxa. Alright, that's cool. Sacrifice Fable Passage. Get a Swamp. Alright, so we got 5 cards here. Get 1 more with this Kroxa. Do that. Opponent's down to 7. And they're going to be down to 4 now with this Kroxa. Alright, no attacks, pass the turn. Let's see if they find an answer to our barrage here. Chemister's Insight, alright, that's cool. Play a land, and that's game. Good game, Esper.
That was all for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and click the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Have a good one.